Okay, let's unpack this. We're diving into the iiNet data breach today. It's a pretty recent incident, and it really pulls back the curtain on, the ongoing challenges in cybersecurity.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's really striking here is how fast these things can unfold
Yeah.
and just how wide the impact can be. It's not just current users,
Right.
past clients too. I mean, I confirmed this internally back on August 16th. It's a prime example of the kind of vigilance needed today.
And the numbers involved, they're significant. You're looking at what, around 280,000 email addresses?
That's right, 280,000 emails and about 20,000 landline phone numbers accessed.
Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting, I think. It wasn't just emails and phone numbers, was it?
No, not at all. And that's key. Beyond those initial numbers, the breach also exposed around 10,000 usernames, full mailing addresses, even more phone numbers linked to those accounts.
Wow.
And maybe most concerningly, about 1,700 modem setup passwords.
Okay, hold on. Modem setup passwords. Why is that specifically such a worry? I mean, beyond someone maybe messing with your Wi-Fi.
That's a great question, actually, because a lot of people might just use the default password or reuse passwords, right?
Right.
If an attacker gets that modem password, they could potentially get onto your home network.
Ah,
And
yeah.
from there, well, they could start looking for vulnerabilities in your other smart devices maybe, or even try to impersonate you to your internet provider to get more control, sort of a backdoor into your digital life,
Yeah.
much bigger than just contact info.
Yeah, that definitely paints a clearer and frankly more concerning picture. Now, it's also important to talk about what wasn't compromised.
Definitely.
What did iiNet manage to keep safe, and why does that matter so much here?
Right. So iiNet was quite clear that the really sensitive stuff, think passport details, driver's licenses, banking, or payment info, none of that was in the breached system. That data wasn't stored in their order management system, which was the bit that got hit.
So data segregation basically saved the day there, or at least prevented a much bigger disaster.
Exactly. It's like having valuables in different safe deposit boxes. If one gets open, the others are still locked tight. Their setup meant the most sensitive financial and ID data was elsewhere more secure. It really contained the blast radiuses.
Makes sense. So, okay, given what was exposed, iiNet, they reacted pretty quickly, right? Invoked their response plan, got external experts involved.
Yeah, they did. They brought in external cybersecurity folks and notified the key agencies. The Australian Cybersecurity Center, the National Office of Cybersecurity, and the Office of the Australian Information Commissioner.
Right, the ACSC, NOCO, OAIC. Standard procedure, but good to see.
Absolutely. It shows they're following the playbook. The ACSC gives guidance, NOCO coordinates the government response, OAIC handles the privacy side. It's comprehensive. iiNet also started reaching out to the impacted customers.
But is quick always the same as effective in these situations? What are the usual hurdles companies face trying to respond that fast?
Well, speed is crucial, but effectiveness is the real goal, isn't it? The challenge is always understanding the full scope, like really understanding it, while you're already trying to communicate with potentially hundreds of thousands of people. And these attacks, they can be dynamic, so it's a bit of a balancing act, even with a good plan. High stakes.
Okay, so connecting this back to the bigger picture for everyone listening, this incident really drives home that even if your financial details aren't exposed, access to things like usernames, contact info, and especially those device passwords, that creates serious risks for you.
Exactly. It opens the door to sophisticated phishing attacks,
Mm-hmm.
potential identity theft, maybe account takeovers. It's not just about direct financial loss anymore.
How so? Like, what could someone do with a username and a modem password, realistically?
Well, think about it. They could try impersonating you to your ISP, maybe gain more control over your account that way.
Mm-hmm.
Or, and this is common, they could try those credentials, the username and password from the breach on other websites. People reuse passwords all the time.
Ah, right. So they get into your email, maybe use that password to get into your shopping account or something else entirely.
Precisely. This data, which might seem less sensitive, can be the key that unlocks much deeper access. It blurs the line between online threats and potential real-world impacts, too. It's a definite wake-up call for needing strong security across all systems, not just the ones holding the credit card numbers.
So as we wrap up this deep dive then, the main lesson seems pretty clear. These cyber incidents, like the one at iiNet, they're not just isolated tech problems. They affect all of us who rely on these services.
Yeah, and the core takeaway, I think, is that data we might dismiss as less critical can actually be quite potent for attackers. So maybe instead of just worrying about the big credit card breaches, this whole situation poses a really important question for you, the listener.
Which is,
In a world where even this kind of data can be exploited, What practical steps can you take maybe right now to boost your own digital vigilance? Think about changing that default modem password, using unique passwords everywhere, turning on multi-factor authentication. How can you actively safeguard your whole online presence, not just bits of it?